Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vincent and I collect toys and I review toys, I open toys, I play with toys, I display toys, I customize toys, and I just love toys. So I am here to talk about CT Toys X-Men figure, but not Wolverine as I originally intended because I just got Gambit in the mail, brand spanking new, looking really good. I'm excited. This guy looks great. I'm excited to get him. I'm going to open him up, compare him to Wolverine, compare him to some other Gambit figures, and we'll just see how he adds up. I don't have the original Mafex one or Mafex, so I can't compare him to that, but that's okay because I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So starting off, I'm going to look at the box itself because I am a packaging designer for my job, and this package is pretty cool. It's very dumbed down. I don't think the Mafex one looks like this. I haven't checked to be honest, but I love that they've got the corner window here from like the classic comics. It's got all the information, 6-inch CT for CT Toys. Nice picture of a Gambit here, a Jim Lee Gambit. Beautiful colors. It's got the Gambit purpley pink color. Side has some pictures of the figure here with the X. On the back, we're showing off some different poses that you can get Gambit into with the wired jacket. I am very excited to take a look at, as well as all of the accessories. So you've got all the different energy effects to come with Gambit. It really reminds me of the Jim Lee, the early X-Men #1 Gambit, when he was kind of just becoming popular, and then they put him in the cartoon, and everything just kind of exploded from there, and he became one of the top mutants, really one of the most famous mutants. Side of the box is kind of cool. They got like a side view like that, which I think is really neat. It's very different than what you normally see on packaging. They don't always put something sideways. I guess if you ever wanted to stack these on your shelf sideways, you could. And now that I check out Wolverine, he's got the same thing going on here with a side view. So that's kind of cool. If you need to stack these sideways, if you've got a issue with space and you're keeping them in the box, that's pretty cool. So you know what? I'm gonna get this guy open and look at the insides and see what he comes with, see how he poses. Let's take a look. Now there is a lot going on in this tray. It is is it a double tray or a triple tray? Yank this part out. It's got all the effects with his bow staff. In between, we've got the stand with all the pieces to assemble. It's like a double stand. So an energy effect stand and a figure stand. Then we've got Gambit here in a double clamshell, so you can take this apart. This is great. I mean, the figure, it stores nicely. It looks like you can put them all back in here, keep it all nice and tidy. If you want to put them back in the box, which I might do for a little bit until I have somewhere nice to display them, because my Marvel Legends shelf is quite full. And I don't know if I want to start integrating these or keep a nice side collection. So let's get all of these pieces open and we will take a look. So I've gotten Remy out of the box here. First impression is it feels good. The plastic feels good. The paint in my hand, the jacket, it's a nice thin material, but doesn't feel too fragile. It's got the wire all the way through, so you can get him into a lot of cool jacket flying poses, which is nice. I don't have too many figures with wire capes, so this is kind of a little bit new to me, but I love it. It is really cool. I just want to go over the accessories before I get into the figure itself. He comes with an extra head with a different expression, a bit more of an angry expression. He's got his bow staff. I wish he came with the smaller staff because I know sometimes they would take that out of his pocket in the cartoon and then it would open up, but he comes with that. Lots of card effects. He's got a small throwing one, 3 different ones that you can kind of hold in his hand or clip onto his staff. Actually, these go onto the ends of the staff. This one goes in his hand. These cards. Now he's got 2 large card effects that are pretty cool of him throwing the cards. The only complaint I have is that the cards don't have any paint on them. I mean, some white. They don't have the symbols. That would be cool if they had, ace and jack and hearts and everything like that, and spades and a king and a queen, all that cool stuff. Um, but no, they don't have that. But that's not the end of the world. I mean, they still look really cool. And then all the hands, I didn't want to take out of the tray, but just yet because um, there's open hands, there's holding hands, there's these cool hands that have some like a little pipe on it that you can attach some different effects to it. So we'll check out everything Let's take a look at the figure itself. So just a rundown on the articulation. He's got double jointed knees and elbows. He's got the torso and the also the waist on the ball joint. The head is articulated in two spots, and the head pops off real easy to do a head swap. He's got ankles and toes that go all over the place, and these are those I don't know, they Revoltech joints. I'm not sure what they're calling them these days, but they're those little ball joints that kind of go in all directions. So he's got some great range of movement. The hips have these extra pieces in there to kind of give him some nice movement. You can kind of move things up and down and around, get some good kicks and flying poses for Gambit here because he's always doing some acrobatic stuff. Um, and the his jacket, like I was saying, is pretty cool, and it is removable. But I just want to show you the jacket real quick. It doesn't have a strap, like a belt on it, like on the original Toy Biz figure, which I kind of miss. But he's got some like little rivets here, and and it's got a nice collar that you can kind of bend up and down depending on the look you want. The wire goes all the way up into the pieces here, so you can move everything around nicely. And if you want, of course, you can also take the jacket off. It's fully painted, articulated. He's got these really cool shoulders, double jointed elbows, everything you would want in a superposable figure. I've always loved that Gambit and Rogue have the fact that they wear jackets, but then their costumes are also fully designed underneath with different elements you can't even see when they have their coats on. But it's pretty cool that they have these elements in there, so you can still see what he looks like without it on. It's like fully formed. I thought it was kind of neat. I always liked seeing him without the jacket on as a kid, but with the coat, I mean that's the coolest. Gambit with the coat, that kind of made it. It was like the first character to do that before they started putting everybody in bomber jackets and stuff in the '90s, like the Avengers and everything. So I think Gambit was the guy that kind of brought this look into the mainstream for comics. And you can see the jacket goes on pretty easily. I mean, depending on the hands you have, if you got those open splayed open hands, then you're not going to get him on that easily. But still pretty cool. The one thing that's missing is a smiling head, I think, because I always liked when Gambit kind of had that smirk on his face. He's got an angry face and an even angrier face, so it's kind of what you're working with here. But it still looks really cool. I'm happy to have the what he does come with. I think is pretty cool. So let's see what poses we can get him into. You can get Gambit into some really great action poses with the included stand that's for him, and there's also a stand for the energy effects. Now, it does look a little bit goofy having all these extra pieces of plastic lying around, but yeah, these are pretty heavy. So if you don't have the stand to support it, now the stand comes with two pieces, so you can make it shorter or taller to support the energy effects. I don't think I would have these effects on display. They're just so big. I know they're going to wear down the wrists and make Gambit, fall over and stuff, kind of droopy. But it looks amazing. Like that is a great action shot. Yeah, Gambit shooting off his cards. The second one is even larger, so you can get even more cool looking effects coming off. And it's really posable. The jacket is even cooler than I thought it was going to be. Um, so it's just you can get because it has the wire going all the way through, even in the split in the back, so you can get some really cool cape effects like Batman's cape just flying up in the air. It looks really cool. It looks amazing. I'm really happy with this guy. Let's compare him to some other figures. Here is the staff with the energy effects on it. It's not my favorite. It looks kind of weird to me. I don't remember Gambit doing this too much, but it's there if you need it. So here he is with Hasbro Marvel Legends Gambit, who still looks pretty good. This is the original one that Hasbro made. I think it was the Apocalypse Wave. I'm not quite sure, but it was quite a few years ago. They've re-released him on a retro card, and then they redid him. I think it's using most of the same body on the X-Men '97 wave, and I've got all of those in package in my garage somewhere, as usual. But still have this guy on display, so I thought I could bring him out. And this one I had on display up until I got the Hasbro one. It is the Toy Biz Gambit, and for the longest time I was still saying Toy Biz still holds up, and I mean, it kind of doesn't. I can admit that now. The coat is falling apart. This is the one that came in the X-Men box set with 5 characters. It had Beast, Rogue, Wolverine, Gambit, and Magneto. I opted on that box rather than buying Magneto, Gambit, and Beast and Wolverine separately. Although I think I ended up buying them all separately anyway because they came with some cool bases. But that was the only way to get Rogue at the time, was in that box. So I grabbed that. And here's Gambit all together with his buddies, with his alternate selves. You can see he has some trouble standing up. His legs are a little bit weak. Not as weak as the Toy Biz one, but you know, it's not perfect. It's still a great figure. I'm really happy I picked this guy up. Let's compare him to another CT Toys figure. So here we have the Raging Cajun with the Knucklehead himself, Wolverine in his brown costume. I've got the blue and yellow Jim Lee outfit kind of on order, so eventually I'll have that guy. But I think this is a great way to recreate X-Men #1, their Danger Room scene, the Bang You're Dead scene, where Gambit actually beats Wolverine in a fight in Danger Room. I thought that was awesome. That kind of cemented Gambit's coolness to me as a kid, on top of the cartoon, which I loved. So that was a great scene. You can see Wolverine is much shorter, as he should be. Gambit is about a foot taller than Wolverine in the comics, so the toys kind of recreate that. Maybe Wolverine's a bit too tall compared to Gambit, but still, it's cool. They look great together. So in closing, I highly recommend picking up Gambit. He is available now online. He's about 40 bucks Canadian, which is not bad because that's pretty much what a Marvel Legends costs with tax in Canada. They're like 35.99 these days. So, I mean, compared to a Legends, he's got the cloth cape, the extra articulation and paint and sculpting, all the accessories. I mean, it's clear to see this thing is amazing compared to a Legends. This is the way to go. Same with Wolverine. I mean, he was cheaper. He's probably around 30 bucks because Gambit's still brand new. I know somewhere in the States, some people were finding this thing online for like 15 bucks American. So, I mean, I couldn't find it that cheap. The blue Wolverine, 27 Canadian. So that one as well, I think people in the States were finding for under 20, which is just insane that you can get this quality of a toy. I mean, this is technically a knockoff. It's not official from Mafex. So CT Toys is knocking it out of the park. I'm tempted to get some other Spider-Man and some other Marvel characters as well. I'm really hoping that they do the rest of the characters that they've done in Mafex. I believe there's Cyclops, Jean, Storm, maybe Jubilee. I know Psylocke and Rogue. I'd love to see the entire cast of X-Men yeah, show up in CT Toys. I would collect each and every one of them and make my own CT Toys display because it's just too good to not have these characters. These figures are beautiful. I highly recommend them. So please check it out if you want. Grab them. Let me know what you think. If you do you have it, are you going to get it? Please comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all the love I've been getting on the channels. I'm getting close to 100 subscribers, which doesn't seem like much, but to me, it's great. I mean, 100 people, almost 100 people want to see what I have to say and see what I have in my collection, and that means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching.